Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to talk about Zion Oil and Gas. We're going to talk about all the articles that are coming out on ZNOG. We're going to go over a couple of them, give you my thoughts on those. We're going to talk about the stock price. We're going to talk about what happened today. We're going to look at the technicals, give you some feedback on that. We're going to talk stocks in general. We're going to talk about the plan for ZNOG. We're going to talk about where I see it moving forward, what I think that we should do, and also give you a quick update on a new setting for the channel that I've just unlocked on YouTube. I just want to kind of give everyone a heads up on that if you see it on the videos, and just kind of let you know exactly what that is. So before we get started, just to reiterate, guys, not a financial advisor. Make sure that you do your own research before investing. Also, if you find value in today's video, smash the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy our content, and hit the notification bell. That way YouTube can let you know every time we release new content. So okay, Zion Oil and Gas, ticker symbol ZNOG, Z Dizzle, my nizzle. All right, down 16.76% today. Holy crap, what happened? Okay, we were trucking along here, 27, 28. Everyone was screaming out 30 cents, 35 cents, here we come, and then bam, we just crashed down all the way, gave away a lot of gains. Yeah, that's just part of being in the stock market, guys, and stocks don't go up, you know, forever. Eventually they're going to pull back down at some point, and this one here, for whatever known reason, fell down pretty hard. In my opinion, I think, you know, they had a lot of people getting in, and you know, possibly we're thinking, okay, we're getting to 30, we're getting to 35 cents, and then we didn't, and then they were like, okay, I'm out. And, you know, that could have been a possibility. Could have been the shorts. Who knows what it was? No one really knows. But just know that stocks don't go up forever, okay? So I'm looking at this. Initially, I looked at my phone and checked the price, and I saw it go down, and I was like, whoa, that's crazy. Because I was just thinking, man, I should have bought more around 20 cents or below. And what a blessing it has given us, again, to come back and buy more shares. So that's the way I'm looking at it is, man, I'm going to get this thing almost 10 cents cheaper. You know, it could have gone up the other way. It could have shot up to 35, 40 cents. And I'd be like, okay, cool, I'm up. But at the same time, it's like, well, what if you wanted to buy more? You can get it cheaper now. So that's kind of the good thing on it. So we're going to look at some articles, and we'll come back to the price. We'll come back to the charts. But I want to go ahead and look at some articles at this point. All right, guys, so I just want to go through on Google and look at the attention that Zion Oil and Gas is starting to get online. Okay, so you have all of these articles that are featured talking about Zion Oil and Gas. So you see here, you have some, you know, this is from Market Screener. This is dating back to February 16th, an operations update from ZNOG. Microcap Daily talks about, this is actually from September 2021, and come down here. So, well, this is, let's see, where's the 2022? Here we go, March 7th, 2022. Talks a little bit about CEI, but it also mentions ZNOG. So that was one of the first ones that we got online. And then, as you see here, this is one we're going to go over here in a second. Zion Oil and Gas, that's from 1 week ago. Short interest up 1 week ago, talking about a major reversal brewing. So I want to go ahead and take a look at this one here first. We're going to go ahead and read through this one, see what they have to say. And it says the Oracle of Omaha is in on oil. All right, and we're going to go down here. It says Warren Buffett, through his holding company Berkshire Hathaway, is pivoting to investments in the energy sector. Buffett is diversifying from American banks in favor of gas and oil stocks, despite many of them being at multi-year highs. Why is Buffett betting on booming oil? Buffett has added shares in top energy companies such as Occidental, Chevron, because he likes many of the other investment gurus see the S&P energy sector still lagging far behind its 2014 levels from the last time oil crossed $100 per barrel. Increased optimism in the sector makes several stocks intriguing in the current climate. The several blue chip stocks with the potential for solid returns and dividends in the next several quarters, like OXY and CVX, which is Chevron, Occidental. Speculative stocks add exponential upside potential. Okay, And we're going to go down here. They're going to talk about Allied Energy Corporation, which is AGYP on the OTC market. It's a very intriguing microcap that has put itself in position for a promising 2022. The company reworks and recompletes existing oil wells once thought to be exhausted for their oil. Currently has 6 producing wells. And then we'll go down here, and here's Zion Oil and Gas. Okay, it says Zion Oil and Gas is another energy penny trading around 20 cents that has been quiet over the past few months. Company is not as far along in the drilling phase as AGYP, however, is worth a look for speculative oil and gas investors. And then it goes down and it talks about Triple E&F, saying as how it's been down, and it could see another breakout out in the next few weeks if they have some type of news, which we've already said on the channel. Then we'll come over here and we're going to look at tab stocks. Okay, tab stocks. Now take these articles with a grain of salt, because I'm just going to tell you right now, because if you look at the article title on this, it says Zion Oil and Gas, is Elon Musk going to buy shares of Zion Oil and Gas? Well, I mean, I don't know, he might, but I doubt he's going to come out and say anything about, I just bought Zion Oil and Gas shares. I don't know. So some of these articles are a little silly in my opinion off of tab stocks, but some are actually, pretty interesting. So we're going to take a look at a couple of these, and I'm going to apologize in advance because this is going to be a little longer video than normal. Hey guys, and I went ahead and clicked on this link here. It's Zion Oil and Gas, the amazing stock price prediction. So this guy talks about April 22nd to December April 2022 to December 2022. So he's thinking it's going to get up to $7 after an average a stable share price of $1.50 to $4, which would be fantastic. 2023 in January to December, $3.50 to $7, assuming Zion begins to drill another well following announcing of their MJ2 oil encounter and production numbers. January 2024 to December 2024, assuming oil and gas confirms oil reserves on their license. They say anywhere from $5 to $20. And so at this stage, I would expect 2 wells to be in production, assuming the Zion Oil and Gas stock is back on the NASDAQ. So that's another thing too, is they'll have to have their stock trading above $1, I think, for a certain period of time if they're going to get relisted back on to the NASDAQ. And I'm sure there's some other qualifications maybe they'll have to reach as well. So anyway, so that's, again, more things happening online, more articles coming out, more kind of speculative things kind of being thrown out there. But the reason that these articles, in my opinion, are important is because now it's going to get more attention from other people. And that's what we need, right? I mean, we've all known about this stock. Some of you have been in this stock for years and years and years. Some of you for 1 year, 2 years, couple months, whatever. But the key thing is we've gotten traction now. Now we got to keep that up. Okay, we got to keep that going. The stock twits boards are the followers are starting to increase a little bit day by day. And, videos like this that talk about Zion Oil and Gas, you want to share with people. Okay, blast it out. Share it with your friends and your family. You find an article like this, send it to a friend. Say, hey man, look, I've been trying to get you to buy into ZNOG. Look, it's starting to get some attention. You better get in before it starts taking off. And that's how you continue to spread that word, because that person may know 3 to 4 people and say, you know what, I better tell this person about it too that I care about. That way they can get in and ride the wave up. So good thing about these articles, again, we're kind of getting the word out more, getting more and more attention. It's not just sitting there on the shelf and no one talking about it. So, and that's going to come with, obviously with price action. The price action starts moving up, people are going to start talking about it and say, hey, what's going on over here in this stock? And they'll start researching it, thinking like, oh, wait a minute. They've gotten their second wheels in completion. They're doing testing. Got the annual shareholder meeting coming up. Blah 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 blah. People will start talking. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and let's look at the charts. We'll take a look at that, see what they're telling us, and we'll go from there. All right, guys. Taking a look at Zion Oil and Gas, ticker symbol ZNOG on the 180-day 4-hour time frame. As you see here, we did get a large sell-off here all the way down to 20 cents, and it did bounce off, which shows some support of, hey, people see that as an attractive buying point. Okay, they'll buy at 20 cents. That's good. All right, because you know what, a few days ago, They saw this, you saw the same thing, 18 to 20 cents. It bounces there, and guess what? People come back in and they buy and they push it back up. All right, so that's a really, really good thing. The SMA line, we're still trading above the SMA line. You don't have to really worry at this point until we get down to about 15 cents. If we get down to about 15 cents and we break that SMA line, that's going to be an issue, because you're going to be like, oh crap, here we go, down to 10 cents again. That's the potential of if it does fall back down that low. Okay, but in my opinion, I think we stay kind of roughly about where we're at. I think we find good support here at about 22 and a half cents, and then we could, trade sideways for a couple of days and move back up. So but what happened here? Well, let's talk about it. First of all, technically speaking, we were due for a pullback. It's extremely overvalued, and every time a stock is extremely overvalued, what happens? People start taking profits, it falls down, and then it ends up coming down to fair value, or it goes to undervalue. Then what happens when it gets to undervalue? Well, let's look. We're undervalued. What happens? People see it as an attractive price to buy in, and they push the price higher. Okay, and then what happens when it gets to overvalue? Guess what? People sell it, and it happens all over again. Okay, constantly. So it's just part of the process, part of the trend. Okay, we are in an uptrend. Remember that. We are not in a overall bearish pattern right now. We're in a bullish pattern, and that is a very, very good sign for us. Okay, and really, to me, the chart is looking just so pretty. Okay, so beautiful compared to this here. This is what you don't want to see. You don't want to see it shoot straight up for nothing, because this is what you get. It shoots straight down, right back down again. Here we go. Shoot straight up for nothing, fall back down. So we actually had catalysts come out that pushed this stock price higher. We had insider transactions. We had the annual shareholder meeting announced. Okay, and a lot of insider transactions at about 14 to 15 cents. They took advantage of some of those options, and that is a very, very bullish sign. Very, very bullish sign, which is what started making people start piling into the stock, got people's attention. But again, stocks don't go up forever. Okay, and I know some people are like, oh my God, we're down 16%. What the heck? This stock sucks. Well, you know what? If you got in right here at 10 cents, you're still up over 100%. Okay, the stock has been doing exactly what it should have been doing off of those type of catalysts. Okay, because we actually haven't gotten anything from the company, no type of PR, no type of update, except, hey, the annual shareholder meeting is this date. Here you go. Okay, and again, we may not get anything until that date. All right, so this pullback here, as long as we can stay about 20 to 22 cents and bounce up, and then we can start kind of moving back higher, that's a great sign, because the cup and handle pattern could still be in play here. All right, we didn't reach all the way to the tip top like we wanted here, but check this out. Okay, even if we started here, look at this. This still looks like a cup from here to 28 cents to here. All right, which means as long as we don't go below 15 cents, it still looks like we could finish forming that cup and handle and fly through that 35 cent mark. Okay, so let's say Monday we look at it coming down, it comes down and it hits 20 cents again. If we can bounce off of that and make our way forward, great sign. Absolutely great sign. Okay, so just think about this. This is part of the process. In an uptrend, you're also going to have slight pullbacks. There's no stock that goes straight up consistently, especially at this speed. This is like a healthy moving speed. It's not like it's just going straight up parabolic, because that would just come down even harder, right? So if you see it going to $2, okay, or hell, to $1, all right, $1, $2, $5, 10, 20, whatever your price target is, does this pullback really matter in the long term? Not really. It really doesn't, because if you see it going that high, again, this is all just part of the process. All right, it's going to pull back. Eventually, it's going to find a bottom and recover, and then we're going to push higher, especially if we get some type of catalyst out of it. Okay, it's still possible they could update us before the annual shareholder meeting. If they don't, then the stock still might go higher, because this thing has a history of rising up on anticipation of something. Okay, think back to whenever the news came out where they bought the new rig and they were departing to go and ship the rig to Israel. I think it was still in the NASDAQ at that time. It went from 20 cents all the way to like 90 something cents just off of that news. They haven't done anything. People just got crazy and boom, piled into it. Okay, that's one. Remember when it rose from, it went from like 20 something cents, and then all of a sudden starts moving. It goes all the way to like $1.74. Why? I don't know. No one knows. It just started moving. Okay. The TBN network, whenever they announced they were going to do a piece on Zion Oil and Gas, who remembers that? The stock shot up, several 100%. And then right after the network aired the show, what happened? It fell right back down. So there's also a possibility of that as well, of the stock just starts moving all the way up to the annual shareholder meeting, and then we take a nosedive, okay? Or we just find a level of support and we chill and we trade sideways. There's so many different scenarios you can go through right here, but the main thing is, if you're in this for the long term, if you have a higher price target, okay, of what it's at now, then just relax, make a decision, sell for profits now. If it keeps dipping further, get back in and ride the way back up. Hold for what you got now, buy more. That's what I would recommend doing. If you're in for the long term, if you're waiting for $2, $3, $4, $5, $6, whatever, buy more here at these levels, because this is still extremely cheap considering where you see that stock going. Okay. So overall, I think we just need to be thankful that we've gotten this type of move. And then Monday I'll be looking to come in and add some more at these levels, especially if it falls down further, because it could fall down further. Okay, let's look at this. You have there's a ton of volume here on the selling side, and you're about to cross over from bullish to bearish, which means you could come down all the way to about 20 cents, and I'm looking for it to bounce here. Okay, or you could get a lot of buying pressure coming in first thing Monday, and we just kind of disregard this red candle here like we did here, and we push up further. All right, but that's what I'm looking to do on Monday. Is I'm looking to come in and I'm going to buy some more at these levels, and if it falls further, I'm going to buy some more at those levels. But I think we should probably find some support at about 20 cents. I think that would be healthy for us to find support there and then move higher from that point. So one quick thing I want to show you on the channel that has recently just came up as of yesterday. YouTube emailed me and has awarded me with some type of new feature that you may have seen on the channel. All right, guys, so yesterday I got an email from YouTube, and they told me that I was eligible for something called Super Thanks, okay? And you have to be logged into Google to actually see this on the YouTube videos, and you have to actually have a channel created to participate in the Super Thanks, okay? Now, what this is basically, and do not feel obligated to do this, okay, but I'm just kind of letting everyone know what this means on not only my channel, but other people's channels that you may participate in. This Super Thanks basically is, hey, I want to show support. I appreciate your videos. I appreciate your updates. And you give a donation. It can be as low as $2, as high as $20. And so that is what you're going to see, whenever you watch the videos, if you're logged into your Google account on YouTube. So I want to give you that heads up. So anyway, guys, overall, really good run by ZNOG. Again, I've called for a pullback just because of the technicals. Doesn't mean we're going back to 10 cents. We could, again, I see it down to about 20 cents, and I see us moving forward past there. If it does go lower, I'm looking at it as an extremely great buying opportunity, again, to average down and wait for the annual shareholder meeting. But again, just to reiterate, for those of you who are just in and don't understand, this is part of the process. Stocks do not constantly go up forever, right? So anyway, sorry for the longer video than normal. I know it's a lot longer than normal, but I just wanted to go over all that information for you. I hope you have a great weekend. Let me know your comments below. Other than that, we'll catch you in the next one.